What's up, Eagles fans, and welcome to Bleeding Eagle Green TV. I'm your host, Dan Dubrow, and I'm joined today by Philadelphia Eagles Pro Bowl defensive end Jason Babin. Jason, welcome to the show, and thank you very much for taking the time out of, I'm sure, what is a busy day to sit down with me and answer a few questions. I definitely appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Anytime, anytime. I got printing up my questions that I wrote down for you, so we're going to go ahead and get started. It was one of Brian's questions, and what he had to ask was, you're now a two-time Pro Bowler, and after the 2010 season where you had 12.5 sacks, and 2011 season where you recorded 18 sacks, which is just astronomical. That's insane. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But how's it going to feel being in the Super Bowl, in the Pro Bowl, the second time around?
This time's pretty laid back because I didn't bring anybody with me. Just my wife and I came out, so no kids, no parents, no coach. So it's real chill, lots of naps.
Okay, more like a vacation, right?
That's right.
A well-deserved one at that. As I was saying, back in 2009, you were with the Philadelphia Eagles, and you ended the season with 2.5 sacks, and then catapulted in 2010 with 12.5, and again in 2011 with 18. How much of that do you credit to the wide 9 technique?
Well, I'd say that the biggest part of my success was getting the playing time. When you're not out there on third down, it's kind of hard to get sacks.
Right.
And the other big thing was having a coach that realized what I could do and what we need to work on, and working on that, with Coach Washburn.
Absolutely. Well, it was definitely it's all starting to pay off. Second consecutive run to the Pro Bowl, and you've just been killing it the past couple of seasons. So whatever you're doing, keep it up.
All right.
Speaking of the wide 9, and I'm sure you've seen the fans out there. There was some bickering about the run defense and specifically coming from the defensive end position. Specifically, what is your responsibility or a defensive end responsibility in the wide 9 technique, first and foremost? Can you just kind of break that down for us, the fans?
Well, really, everybody on the defense, minus the corners, except for a couple defenses, has a gap. Because you look at the line of scrimmage, when they run the ball, everyone has a gap, starting from the center, going out both ways. So, as long as everyone's in their gap, the guy technically shouldn't have anywhere to go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You've played with Andy Reid now, going on, now your third season, but you played 2 full seasons under his system here, and also with Jim Washburn in Tennessee. Can you tell us what it's like playing for both of those coaches? Both veteran coaches, highly regarded at the respective positions in the NFL. What's it like playing under both of those guys?
It's a special treat. Mainly because you know what you're going to get from both those guys. Their coaching styles obviously are slightly different, but you know what they bring to the table. You know how they like to coach, and you know what when they say something, you better listen because they know what they're talking about. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after as many years as both of those guys, just individually have been in the NFL, but combined, it's just a wealth of knowledge that I'm sure they bring. You would know firsthand. So, definitely. I mean, there you go, guys. They bring a lot of wealth of knowledge to the table. Players are going to listen to them. Once the Pro Bowl's done, what off-season activities will you be doing to keep yourself in shape, just to keep busy? Will you be spending any time at the Babin Ranch at all?
I've actually already been to Babin Ranch once. They had youth weekend in Texas. So I took my boys and some of my other buddies, took their sons. We kind of had a weekend where, we teach the young kids the rite of passage of punting, the tradition. So we'll be venturing back there quite a bit.
Very cool. Very cool. Throughout your career, you've been known more as a journeyman, with some of the clubs not always treating you well. But after last year's breakout, and what I mean by last year is in 2010, and then again in 2011, like I said, you just catapulted with your numbers just jumped through the roof. you received a long-term contract, the big contract that showed everyone that the Eagles had confidence in you, and they did the whole time. You know, which is why they've initially brought you on. How much of that is how much of the confidence there is long-term answer to the pass rush, and how does it make you feel being recognized, finally being recognized as an elite player in the league?
You know, it's a good feeling. Anytime you're recognized by your the peers and coaches and media as you know, one of the best in your position, you know, it really lets you know that all your hard work, all your efforts have you know, really paid off.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I can't say it enough. I mean, the 18 sacks about says it all. You know, it really does. Numbers speak for themselves, and that's the saying. So, in this case, it's absolutely true. On 3 different occasions in the 2011 season, I believe it was against the 49ers, I had it written down here, the 49ers, the Dolphins, and the Jets. You recorded 3 sacks in each of those games. What's it like knowing that you're getting into the quarterback's head that often?
You know what? The thing about sacks is it's you know, it's kind of a group effort. You know, when you have an offense like we do that, you know, has the possibility of putting up a lot of points real fast, then the other team is forced to throw the ball, which they're trying to catch up. So that lets the defensive line and everybody else know that, guess what? We're rushing the passer.
Right.
So it's you know, it's kind of everybody's stat, even though you know, I get the accolades for it. It's definitely something fun to do.
All around team effort.
That's right.
More or less, right? Absolutely. Give us a prediction, if you wouldn't mind. Who do you see winning the game, and why? Why do you see them winning the game?
You know, I'm going to go with the Patriots. Because I feel like even though their defense, I don't think it's quite as good as the Giants. I don't think anybody would argue about that one. But I think their offense has been a little more consistent, and you know, they're as far as Tom's release versus Eli's release, it's a little faster, and he's going to make the read just a little quicker, and I think that might be the difference maker.
Absolutely, absolutely. And anytime, and this is not a discredit to Eli Manning, but anytime Tom Brady's on the field, you know, the Patriots have a chance of winning. You know,
he's a good quarterback.
Absolutely. But yeah, again, Jason, you know, I really do want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit down here with me and Brian, who was supposed to be here, but things prevented that from happening. And really just to sit down and answer some questions for the fans of the Philadelphia Eagles. I appreciate it, Brian appreciates it, and all the Philadelphia Eagles fans out there appreciate it. So keep up the great work, have fun in the Pro Bowl, and enjoy some of the time down there in Hawaii.
All right, and one last thing, I just want to let everyone know that the new hats will be coming out on BabinFanClub.com this week, and the shirts. So, did you guys get your package?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just holding up. That's what that is hanging up back there. And then here, if I could get it in front of the...
Yeah, you got it.
I got it?
Yep.
All right, there's his hat right there. BabinFanClub.com. Jason Babin's fan page. You guys should all visit it. Check it out. It's got some great merchandise there. Definitely should check it out. He's a great player. He's a great guy. Jason, thank you very much, man.
That's not a backdrop in the background there. That's really the ocean.
Is it really?
Yeah. Enough for you guys.
Nice.
Oh, check that out. There you guys go. First-hand view. Look at that. Live it up, man. Looks beautiful. Is that loud?
Guys, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, anytime. I'll speak with you soon, Jason. Again, appreciate it.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
Take care.